Hey guys, welcome back to my next book preview video. This week we have Frank Frazetta book 5. So a quick look at the front and back here. I've just finished recording quick preview videos of books 1 and 2 and I decided it's time to move on to book 5. You will notice mine are a little bit older and beat up. Book 5 is a little bit rarer than the others, so I did pay a little bit extra for this one. But I'm pleased that I finally have it and have the full set. So I've been keeping these videos pretty quick, to be honest, trying to preview most of the pages. They start with a little bit of text and then they're very much image focused, one image on one side and the title on the left. This one actually, now that I've said that, looks like it's got more double page spreads. The other ones didn't really have that. They did have in book 4 though some of these, paintings on one side and a rough sketch of it on the left. So these books were printed, I think mine are the Pan editions. Book 5 I have might be the Peacock or Bantam print editions. And I think all that means is one of them was like the original company that printed them, sold them in America. And I know that the other one says it's a London printer. So I don't know if there's a difference in the quality between the two, but I just wanted to point that out. And some of these books, the artwork in them ranges from I'm not even sure now, 1980 there. I'm sure some of them were like 1955 in the other books. So it's pretty old artwork. Judging from these dates, these are slightly more recent ones, but it could just be coincidence. We'll see as we go through it. One thing to know, if you haven't watched the other videos, there is going to be nudity throughout. There's going to be some topless women, speak of the devil, because it's Frank Frazetta and it's what he does best. Topless ladies and, muscular fantasy warrior men, Conan, other barbarians and, Death Dealer. I mean, you name it. He's done pretty much everything as Frank. I believe he did a lot of comic books. But yeah, he's got some incredible artwork, and the fact that we've got 5 books here that are pretty much, 90 to 100 pages each kind of says how much work he's done. And that's not even all of his work. I know him best for his fantasy work, like John Carter and things like this, but he does have a lot of sci-fi work as well, and it's all very well done. These books are mainly full colour pieces. I'm told they're oil paintings. Obviously it's traditional art because it's a little bit older. This is before the digital era. But there is a lot of ink work in some of these as well. There's also another book like this one I've got here, which is just full of pencil sketches. I think the Living Legend book as well is full of inked work. There's also, Icon, Legacy, Testament, the new Taschen book. There are so many books. That's just naming a few. But yeah, I finally completed getting all 5 of these books. I was pretty excited, and I don't think there's previews for them on YouTube yet, whereas all of these others have already got previews. So I thought I'll take this opportunity and get a video out. Maybe it'll help some of you guys, if you already own some of his books and you're not sure what the overlap is, whether there's some new artwork in these that you don't own, So hopefully it'll help. And don't forget, if you do like this kind of artwork, don't forget to check out the other books that I've just recorded. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3... and of course book 4, and then this one what we're doing is book 5. I also have a video of his older sketchbook, sketchbook volume 1. I don't have volume 2, and also his rough work. In fact, I've got these here. So the sketchbook, this was one of my first ever art book videos. Definitely check it out, probably quite laughable now. And also rough work. So I'll put links to all those in the description box below, along with where you can buy the book if I can find any copies, because as mentioned, Book 5 is definitely a little bit trickier to get hold of. And you will see that Frank has been a huge influence on most artists, if I'm being honest. There's always, if you find someone that's drawing fantasy fight scenes, like this Death Dealer one, creatures, muscular anatomy, beautiful women, often they have been really heavily influenced by Frazetta. I know that me, for one, I bought these books so that I could learn from him and do some master studies. In all honesty, I could probably find, some of these images online, but I also like collecting art books, and it's just something I've always wanted to get my hands on these ones. So I hope to make use of them, but even if you're just a collector or you just like Frank's work, I think you're going to like a lot of these books, especially if you can pick them up for a decent price. One thing I haven't come across yet in book 5 is I haven't noticed any Lord of the Rings pieces yet. Love this one though, I see this one a lot. You probably recognise a lot of them. Book 1, 2, 3, and 4 definitely had quite a few, or had a Lord of the Rings piece or 2 in them. This one, I believe, is the cover of Sketchbook 2. Yeah, he's got really nice composition. I'm a big fan of his inks. I actually prefer the inks more than the fully coloured pieces. but each to their own. That's just personal preference. I think he does a really good job of them. I don't know, which do you guys prefer? Do you prefer pencils, ink, fully coloured, or are you not a fan of Frank's work, which is pretty hard to believe, really, absolutely incredible, but I guess it's personal preference. So that's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to check out the other books in the series. I'll put all the links in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.